Planet Vero Studio is powered by the Nolan Group of RE/MAX Associated Realty. MyNextHomeFinder.com.
A weekly talk show featuring nonprofits and local business leaders that focuses on our unique and wonderful community. Here's David.
Hi, welcome to another edition of City Talk, where we talk about our community, for-profits, nonprofits, and how we all work together to make this a more wonderful place. You know, there's all sorts of needs in the community. Children, elderly, animals, for the arts, and of course, there's medical and mental health needs for different groups of people. And today we're going to focus on a particular need for veterans. And I have some people here that have been very intimately involved in understanding the heartache and pain, and also the potential for recovery and hope for organizations that help veterans who have struggled and continue to struggle. I have on the show today Michelle Dale, who's the director of Gold Star Moms. Michelle, thanks for coming on the show again.
Thank you for having me.
We've known each other for quite a while, and you're going to actually have an article running in the fall issue of City Guide.
It's wonderful.
I know, I'm very excited about that. Thank you for writing that. You did a very, very nice job.
Thank you.
And I also have a good friend of mine who I've known for quite a while, who I do a lot of networking with, and that's Chuck Gerald.
Yes, sir.
Chuck, thank you so much for coming on the show.
Thanks for having us, David. We appreciate it.
Yeah, you're always so much fun. You get involved with a lot of different charity movements. I remember I was over at American Grill, and you came in with your biker club. Biker club?
Well, it's the American Legion Riders.
Well, yeah, American Legion Riders,
Yep.
and you were supporting making strides against breast cancer on that particular thing. We had something that Arturo was doing because him and I were both one of the real men who wear pink that year.
Yeah.
And so I know you get involved with a lot of charities,
Yes.
but you're very, very adamantly involved with next generation veterans of Indian River County, correct?
Yes, absolutely.
Do you have a position there?
Yeah, I'm first sergeant.
Okay.
And my role is I'm in charge of the PTSD program and in membership as well. The PTSD program, though, is somewhat overwhelming right now.
Yeah.
And so that's where the emphasis is.
That's fantastic. And, you know, there's a couple other organizations that are involved in the walkathon we're going to talk about today. One of the organizations is Dogs for Life, which actually trains rescue dogs to help veterans with PTSD,
Yeah.
and also the Mental Health Association, who we love and support. They're a wonderful organization. They actually helped me when I was struggling with things years ago. They, along with the next generation veterans of Indian River County, are going to be the recipients of and receive benefits that come from this walkathon that Gold Star Moms is sponsoring.
That's correct.
Can you tell us more about the walkathon, Michelle?
This is our third year at the walkathon. It was it was a grassroots event in the beginning in 2019. I found out about the problems with veterans with PTSD through a Gold Star Mother magazine. And it was a letter from the president, and the last paragraph on her letter was, if there's a chapter who wants to do something for our veterans, have an event for walkathon for military veteran suicide awareness. And I thought, okay, this is something that we can do. And Kim Palazzolo and a few people in the beginning in 2019, we put the event together, and much to our surprise, it was amazing. And we were able to raise quite a bit of money to help Dogs for Life, our Next Generation Veterans, and Mental Health Association. Last year, our event was virtual because of COVID, but this year we're back to a physical event. We are going to have it at Riverside Park on November 7th, which is a Sunday. And we hope to raise even more money than the past 2 years to continue helping the programs at Dogs for Life and Mental Health Association to help our veterans who are struggling with the war, with the battle within. And there's too many, 22 a day, that are dying by suicide. And 1 a day is terrible, but 22 is unacceptable.
Is that
and we want
nationally?
to stop it. Yes.
Michelle, God bless you for stepping up and standing in the gap for these men. Of course, I don't know if you want to share, the fact that your son and the loss of your son.
I lost my son in Afghanistan in 2010. He was killed in action in Kunar province. And that's devastating, extremely devastating. But I know moms personally whose sons came home their babies came home and they got to see them again, hug them again, love them again. But then they saw them start to struggle and they couldn't get the help they needed. And they died by suicide. And some of the stories that I hear, David, they're just amazing. And there's no way that I can't do what I'm doing because I don't want another mom to experience that trauma ever.
Oh, that's fantastic. And a lot of these women you met, was it through Military Moms Prayer Group?
Actually, no, it was through the Gold Star Mothers.
Okay.
Right. I'm the president of the local chapter, and I'm first vice president of state. And I'm very good friends with our national president right now, who is from Florida, Joanne Maitland. And I'm work in conjunction with all of them. So I met them throughout the local level, throughout the state level, and national moms who lost their babies by suicide.
I know that you Goals for Moms is your passion. I met you actually indirectly through Military Moms Prayer Group.
I joined Military Moms Prayer Group when my son was deployed, and I went religiously to their meetings, which I love. I don't get there quite often anymore. It's a little bit difficult to be there with some of the moms when you've lost. I know we have Roma Anderson, who is heavily involved in it, and she finds peace doing that. When I got heavily involved in the Gold Star Mothers, I started the chapter here, I founded it, and that's where I put all my energies right now. As I said, sometimes I get back to Military Prayer Moms, but I love them.
Yeah.
I mean, they're my rock. They helped me tremendously when my son Dale was killed, and they're always there for me, and I truly do love them.
I've been blessed and grateful to have been able to help them out for many years now with their Holiday for Heroes push that they do at the end of the year. I just want to let people know that if you want to send care packages out to servicemen and women overseas, you can go to many locations around town. They'll be listed in City Guide, which comes out next week for the October, November, December issue, the fall issue. And you'll be able to see the locations. You can pick up a box with directions of suggestions what to put in it and directions how to fill the box and bring it to the post office or to Postal Connections over on 12th Street in US 1 to Mark Richards there and ship it out to servicemen and women overseas. And that's what Military Moms has done that with about 20,000 of them over the past few years. And so that's coming. That's something you can do to help veterans now. And I know I've talked to several veterans that have received packages. And it's not just what's in there, just knowing that someone cares.
Exactly.
That people care. And I think that's a lot. This is part of the thing we were talking before the show about the PTSD support groups, is that it's the connection. It's the human connection. So you don't feel alone. And like you actually, whether it's you're getting something mail from home or whether you're actually getting out of the house and being able to connect with people. Because I know many times I come back to the fact that Jesus was asked what's the most important commandment. And he said to love your God, and second is like it, to love your neighbor. So he created us to be in connection with him and with others. And you were saying, Chuck, that a lot of these veterans who have PTSD isolate.
Yes. Self-isolation. That is the hardest thing to overcome. We do offer a support group for them. It's getting them out and getting them into the group. Some of their loved ones have actually tricked the service men and women to go into our group.
Oh.
We hold it at Dogs for Life. Some even said that, hey, we're going to get a dog and come in. It's hard to get them out, but once they come in and they feel the camaraderie, because it's a place that they can go where it's okay to be the way that they are. And that's all they want. They want to be acknowledged that there is an issue, that it's okay to have that issue, and then to have some normalcy to their life. That's really all they're asking.
And I would venture to say, I'm going to step out and say that I don't think someone who hasn't experienced something similar can really understand. So they're here with people who they feel can understand.
Right.
And they can listen to because they know this person isn't just talking theoretically.
Right.
This person has been there. And especially if this person has come through, if they meet someone at the group that has had some sort of healing or solution, they can see them, that person can be a guide to them to help them get to that destination themselves.
Right.
I can imagine, only through my own journeys, I've discovered that with other support groups as well. But I haven't had the honor to serve And God bless you for your service, Chuck.
Thanks.
And if anybody wants to get involved with New Generation, to get involved to attend support groups or to volunteer or to donate, how would they contact?
Well, we hold it at Dogs for Life. So if you want to attend, it's every Monday night at 7 o'clock. Is 7 to 8 is when our meeting is. We go over a lot of times and we hang out in the parking lot afterwards. So that's open to any veteran that has PTSD of any kind. It doesn't have to be combat. So any kind of PTSD. If you want to get involved and help out and support, you can go to the Next Generation Veterans of Indian River County. They use the acronym NGVIRC. You can go to the website and go from there. And we'll be happy to have your support because it's really doing I wish I could share more with you, but our basically one and only rule is what's said there stays there. But yeah, we hear a lot of good stuff.
I'm glad you have the confidentiality there that you have.
Yeah, absolutely.
Have people feel that safety.
Right.
That's good.
Right.
That's wonderful. And Gold Storm Moms, while we're talking about how to contact the help, there's a lot of people, I'm hoping God will put on their hearts to reach out and help. How people contact you to donate or to volunteer or to attend in the walkathon, which we're going to be talking about a lot in the second half.
They can contact me at a website, which is ircgoldstarmoms.org.
Fantastic. And that's to, you need volunteers for the event?
Yes, we need volunteers, we need walkers, we need sponsors.
Great. Well, I'm going to talk about the event after the break. Take a break now. We're going to talk about the event, which is on Sunday, November 7th, the third annual walkathon for military suicide awareness. I have with us Chuck Gerald from the Next Generation Veterans of Indian River County, and of course, Michelle Dale, founder and head of Gold Storm, Indian River County Gold Storm Moms. So please come back and join us all after the break.
Hey, we're going to take a quick break and we'll be right back. You're on Planet Vero Radio and TV. Stay with us.
I'm Elizabeth from the City Guide of Sebastian and Vero Beach, promoting our local businesses and featuring event calendars and maps, as well as many articles about the wonderful work being done by area nonprofits. Every quarter, 15,000 copies are being mailed out to thousands of home and businesses and available at over 400 locations. More info, current and past issues, and ad rates are available online at cityguidesvb.com. Our family loves this community and is grateful for all its support.
Everyone wants to do their part in preventing the spread of the coronavirus, and doing your laundry the right way can help. This is Tom Rhodes, owner of Sunshine Laundries, with some helpful laundering tips. Do not shake dirty laundry, because that can disperse the virus through the air. If you're out and about around other people, change your clothes when you get home in case your clothing picked up the virus. For more helpful coronavirus fighting tips, visit sunshinelaundries.com.
If you operate a small business, you need services like payroll, tax compliance, HR tools, and other resources. You need Complete Employee Solutions. Vero Beach has a team of professionals, including Anthony Sammons, Matt McCain, and Jennifer Comer, who saw the need for competent payroll, HR, and employee leasing services. Call Complete Employee Solutions at 772-978-7277 or visit their website at CompleteEmployeeSolutions.com.
This is iHeartMedia's Treasure Coast Connection.
The Treasure Coast Connection is brought to you by New Vision Eye Center.
Hello, this is Tony Zorbal. I'm the Executive Director of The Source. Looking for made-to-order food close to home or work? Look for our new food truck on the block, the Dignity Food Truck. Operated fully by The Source. The truck moves to different spots Monday through Friday. In the mood for wings, sandwiches, quesadillas, or a salad? The Dignity Food Truck has that and more. Check out our location, menu, order and pay from a simple Google app on your phone. I am The Source. We're open from 11 a.m. till the food runs out. Enjoy great food and help the homeless get back on their feet. Operated fully by The Source. Visit IamTheSource.org for more info.
Call New Vision Eye Center for a consultation or second opinion. Your eyesight deserves world-class eye care. Visit newvisioneyecenter.com or call 772-257-8700.
Hi, we're back on City Talk, the second half, where we're talking about the third annual walkathon for military suicide awareness. You know, one of the key things that really shocked me and that made me want to get involved back in 2019 was hearing that 22 veterans commit suicide a day nationally because of post-traumatic stress disorder. That's horrible. It's amazing. It's horrible. Men and women who've defended our country that now cannot deal with living, and they've found a long-term solution to what can be a shorter-term problem if they find help and comfort and camaraderie at some of these group events you talked about, some group therapy, right, and also different events that you hold, Chuck. Right.
Right.
Now, you were saying during the break that actually Gold Star Moms got you started.
Right, exactly. We came up with the idea for a PTSD group, and Gold Star Moms, with Michelle Dale spearheading, came up with a walkathon, raised money, and was able to finance the group to get started. So this is very important and dear to us.
Yeah.
It keeps us going, but it also gives community involvement. Right. Everybody owns a little piece of it.
That's fantastic. It's good, because that's one thing about this community, which is so wonderful. Mm-hmm. People are so loving and giving with their time, their talent, and their treasure, which is wonderful. Whatever you can do. And if anybody out there has time, talent, or treasure to contribute either to Gold Star Moms or to Next Generation Veterans in River County, and particularly to the third annual walkathon, Military Suicide Awareness, which is coming up November 7th, they need volunteers. I'm sure they need donations.
Yes.
And if you are a veteran, we'd love to have you come out and walk, correct?
Exactly. We want everybody to come out and walk.
Okay. Everybody come out and walk. That's terrific, but it's in support of suicide awareness.
Yes.
Which is, people just don't realize this is such a problem. And I encourage people to, if you know veterans, reach out and connect with them, just on your own, especially if you have family members who are veterans. Connect with them, because it might be harder for them to reach out and ask for a connection. It might be easier for you to reach to them.
Right. They don't ask for help.
No,
they give help.
Tough guys.
That's what their job is.
Yeah.
They've always helped, so they don't ask for help. We were averaging 2 deaths a month in Indian River County.
Really?
Yeah. From this.
Especially men, I know it's harder to ask for help than to give help.
Right.
Especially for men. A good friend of mine is Ingrid Hernandez, and she has brought to my attention the support group for women veterans.
Right. That's through Next Gen.
That's through Next Gen, yeah, correct.
Yeah, she spearheads our female
and that's
group.
wonderful.
Yes.
They have that as well. And,
yes.
And when does that meet? Do you know by any chance?
That is the first and third Wednesday of every month.
Right. That's
and
great.
So that is for female veterans and female first responders. It is not a PTSD group. It is a support group.
Oh, okay. Great.
Because
that's good.
first responders can't attend. They can't have PTSD.
No.
So this is a support group.
That's great. That's good, because both groups just have poured out help, which is great. And Ingrid is wonderful. I understand she's the most decorated female veteran in the county.
Probably the highest, yes.
That's what I've heard.
Yeah.
And she also sells
Mary Kay. Yes.
Which is great. And I've actually bought products from her.
Oh, I do too. I do too.
That's good.
I'm 64 years old. And everybody says, what?
No way. I was thinking it was too early for you to retire. She's looking good. But she's wonderful. There's so many wonderful people involved with the push. I met a lot of people in 2019 when I was helping a Military Moms Prayer Group set up at the event, which was at Walking Tree Brewery.
Yes, it was. We had it at Walking Tree Brewery the first year because, as I said, it was totally grassroots. We didn't know where to go, and Walking Tree Brewery does help the military a lot and the veterans a lot. So we asked there, and they said they would allow us to have it. And so we did, and it went well. And for our first event, it went very well. And now it's grown. We're in a different place. We thought having it at Riverside Park would be a better place to have it. It's going to start at the Grand Pavilion, and we will go through Veterans Memorial Island Sanctuary. And just the fact that we're doing that brings some realism to it. This is a veteran affair.
Very appropriate.
And they'll explain the fact of the monuments that are there, the Gold Star Grove, the cenotaphs that are there. And then we'll proceed back to our Grand Pavilion, and we will have a speaker, Chuck will be one of the speakers who will be there to talk to the people who are actually coming and supporting us, to tell them what's happening in our county for our veterans who are struggling with PTSD. And the reason this is so important, as Chuck said, we need the funds to keep these groups going and growing. We have the male-female on Monday nights at Dogs for Life. We have the female only on Wednesday, every other Wednesday at Dogs for Life. And we also have a group at Mental Health Association, which meets on Wednesday at their drop-in center. And the men and women group, the first original one, the Monday night, has grown so much they have to have another night.
Wow.
So we need more funds. So we need more people to come out and walk and more people to donate, to sponsor us, so we can help our veterans who are struggling. And believe me, when Chuck says, or I say, or Ingrid, there are many who are struggling, and we need to help them.
That's the idea, is to help more and more, to help more.
Exactly.
Grow and help more. That's why you need donations. So anybody out there, I'm going to make another plea. If you have a heart, help these men and women who have defended you, defended our freedom. Please reach out to to Gold Star Moms. Please say that. Gold Star Moms, to Michelle Dale. And what is the contact again for that?
It's ircgoldstarmoms.org.
Or you can also reach out to New Generation Veterans of Indian River County.
At NGVIRC.
Yeah, spell it out.
Right, the acronym.
Yeah.
Next Generation Veterans of Indian River County.
Right. And also,
and let me throw an interesting statistic. Is I was talking to a young veteran, and he has now lost more of his comrades in his battalion to suicide than they did in the war.
Oh my God. That's sad. Shocking. Shocking and sad.
These kids have seen some bad stuff.
And I know I mentioned also that the family, a lot of family come out to these events, I'm sure, to support them, and also people who lost family members, but also people who've seen their family members struggle. Families affected hugely by this. The family of those suffering from PTSD.
Right. The soldiers signed up for it. The family didn't.
Yeah.
And they got it.
Yeah. Collateral damage, as they say.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's very hard on the families, and we have outreach for the families as well.
Ah, that's wonderful. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So if you're a family member struggling with, whether it's caretaking or supporting a family member with PTSD, when does that group meet?
Well, that we had originally done that on Saturdays as the program was starting up. But if you have any issues, just contact us through Next Generation, and we can we'll talk with you, and
some pointers.
Yeah. Yeah.
How to deal with
exactly.
it. It's okay not to know, and it's okay to ask for help.
Yes.
Whether you're a veteran or whether you're a family member, it's okay to ask for help. You don't have to do this alone. None of us have to do this alone. God didn't create us to do this alone. He created us to do this with each other. God bless you both for being here. We actually have, thank you. We have just a few more seconds. We got a minute and a half left. That's 90 seconds, actually. Quite a few. But I want to put a plug in for a City Guide. We're going to have more information about Military Moms Prayer Group, about Gold Star Moms as well. And there's also an ad in here for Mitchell Insurance.
Yes.
Chuck's business, by the way, too. Which, him and Marcus Mueller have been wonderful friends and supporters. I met them through networking. There's great networking in town.
Yes,
Steve Glazer has a great
absolutely.
networking at noon at Carrabba's. I'll try to be there 11:45. Every Wednesday. So if you're a business owner, or actually if you want to get a job, I've had people see your job.
That's how I got my job in Vero. I came in network.
Right?
Yes.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Wow. Well, Steve's one of my closest friends. I used to run a networking in Sebastian, but it's got to be too much.
Yeah.
Networking with the captain. It was fun, though.
Yeah.
And networking, this county, networking, and the biggest thing in this county is nonprofits.
Yeah.
And these nonprofits are great. Veterans Council, real quick, also. Veterans Council is also, you can Google online and see some of the other veterans organizations. So God bless you all out there. Hopefully the show today will remind us to reach out. Whatever the need is somebody else has, there's no greater good than helping someone else. There's takers and there's givers. Takers never happy. But givers have joy. A taker might eat better, but the giver's going to sleep better. God bless you. When tide rises, all the boats rise. Let's all help one another. God bless you all. Chuck, thanks for being on the show. Michelle, God bless you for everything you both do. And look forward to seeing you around the community and at the event.
Perfect.
Very good.
Thanks. God bless.
Thank you.